Well, in this segment of Lucky 7, I've decided to do something called Midnight in the City. And in some ways it's a kind of a love letter to London, because London at night and at midnight is an incredible place. And so here I am with a setting behind me which will be familiar to many of you actually looking. And of course it's the Houses of Parliament, the kind of seat of democracy. And of course democracy around the world is in big trouble, etc. And it's up to musicians sometimes to write songs of protest and to kind of call it out what they can. But for tonight we have to put that to one side. We're going to talk about life and love in the city, especially midnight in the city. And as you can see, I'm down on the embankment near the River Thames, and over my shoulder you can see a lot of London laid out in the very late summer sunshine of July. The reason Midnight in the City is a kind of concept for me is because writers often write late. I like to write songs sometimes after midnight, and so what I thought I'd do is just do a series of songs that came to me in the very wee small hours of the morning. And as I said in many of the other things I've talked to you about, music is a diary of my life. Music is the soundtrack to my life, and I write things that mark me and the passage of time that I'm going through. So here's a song, and when you hear the words I think it'll occur to you what they're really about. So I'm not going to tell you what the song's about, but it's a memory song that was written in the very late hours of a morning in London town. I'm sitting by an ocean, looking at the stars on the road that runs behind me. I'm listening to the cars, and I don't know why it does. It just reminds me you, baby, when you think of me tonight. Right now my heart is heavy in the lightest kind of way. We had our time and then it passed, nothing more to say, but a piece of me's inside of you. I hope it's shining bright. Baby, will you think of me tonight? Maybe other arms around you, maybe we are all alone. We were young, just so foolish, just so much we didn't know. But we loved each other madly, guess I let it slip away. Baby, will you think of me tonight? Right now my heart is heavy in the lightest kind of way. We had our time and then it passed, nothing more to say, but a piece of me's inside of you, and I hope it's burning bright. Baby, will you think of me tonight? You no reason to recall this, that was such a time ago. Why I can't forget, I don't know. Right now my heart is heavy in the brightest kind of way. We had our time and then it passed, nothing more to say, 'cause a piece of you's inside of me. Right now it's shining bright. Baby, will you think of me tonight? Baby, will you think of me tonight. So that's Midnight in the City. Think of me tonight. Well, I have to say, it's difficult to really get this across to you, but I'm having a really lovely evening here because the view behind me is just gorgeous, and you can see it's summer in July and how nice that is. And hopefully Jay's now going to shout at me because I've just moved out of his perfectly set up shop. Oh no, he's giving me a thumbs up, that's good. Suzanne's having a meltdown because there's a very noisy seagull, but we'll get through all this, all right? But I wanted to get to this little point. We're going to go to some other places, but this is a lovely place to come to in London, on the London Embankment, because you can walk down here, across some of the bridges, and see some amazing, just amazing Londoners. So back to the Midnight in the City writing. When anybody sits around with their friends late at night, we tend to talk deeper, we talk to spiritual, we really get to deep conversations. And when you're a writer, that's often when memories and things come back up to you, and you think about people you love, you've lost, that you miss, that you still love. And that's when creativity, for me anyway, as a songwriter, really strikes me. So this is a kind of late night song that I wrote, and it's a song that it just tells you that sometimes the people in your life, they're more than just the people, they're your home. And so the title of this song is a bit of a giveaway because it's called Home Is Where You Are. So I'm just waiting for some motorbikes to go past. And then there's a party boat. But it just shows you what a lively place London can be. Well, sometimes it really gets me. We don't have that much at all. No big house, just a job. Bills left in the hall. And it seems like one big struggle, and we don't get very far. But if I'm lost, one thing I know, home is where you are. We don't have no fancy living, no designer clothes at all. We don't ever make the magazines, no one's waiting for our call. But in this great big world of sorrow, you can lift me up so high, near or far. Home is where you are. Wish I could give you diamonds. You're the queen inside my heart. Oh, you knew the way we'd be living. Still you love me from the start. So I'll never have to worry, me and my old beat up car. 'Cause there's one thing will always be true. Home is where you are. Home is in your arms, in your soft embrace. All I ever need is your smile, that loving face. We don't have no fancy living, no designer clothes at all. We won't ever make the magazines, no one's waiting for our call. But in this great big world of sorrow, you can lift me up so high, near or far. where you are. Home is where you are. Okay, well, it's midnight in the city and it's now getting later and later, and here I'm at St Paul's. And I'm in London and it's all around me and it's buzzy and it's happy and there's people around singing and dancing, cars going around me. And it is getting that hour that writers love sometimes, where we sit and we think and we start to get creative. And I got really creative and I thought about this person I loved and I wanted to write a song just for them. And it's a brand new song and I'm really pleased to play it to you now, and it's called Refuge from the Storm. I'm a boat tossed on an ocean, life's a wind that blows me on. You're the light I need to guide me, to show the way, lead me home. When I'm lost and feel uncertain, journey along, my soul so low. You're the compass point homeward, your loving arms, the place I need to go. Darling, you're my destination. When I'm cold, you make me warm. In your arms, my warm tomorrow. You're my refuge from the storm. The best of me is found in you, the way you hold me, strong and true. Darling, you're my destination. When I'm cold, you keep me warm. In your arms, my warm tomorrow. You're my refuge from the storm. You're my refuge from the storm. And you can hear behind me the bells of St Paul's, and it's London, and it's midnight, and it's lucky 7, midnight in the city. Okay, well, I talked earlier about London being sometimes a dark and a difficult place, like all international cities can be. They have that dark, shadowy side, etc. But I also think that London is a place, it's life and it's bustle and it's hustle, and sometimes it's kind and it's loving and it's kind of wonderful. And so I wrote the song Midnight in the City, Shadow, and now I've written the song Midnight in the City, Light, because this is a kind of a nicer, lighter version of the London that I love, and the reason probably I've lived here my entire life. Midnight in the City, Light. Says she's so in love, it takes her breath away. She just said she'd marry him, there's nothing more to say. And it's midnight
midnight, and it's midnight, midnight in the city. Gracie takes the very first breath, her mother starts to cry. The family sing hello to her, a newborn lullaby. 'Cause it's midnight, 'cause it's midnight, midnight in the city. Midnight in the city, 'cause the city never sleeps. Midnight in the city, with all the secrets that she keeps. And the lights all shine so damn pretty. Let's go out walking, midnight in the city. Sanjay holds his mother's hand. She says she just can't sleep. He makes a cup her favorite tea. She gave him love he'll always keep. Because it's midnight, because it's midnight, midnight in the city. There are hopes and there are dreams. There is love and all life means. Midnight in the city. Midnight in the city, and the city never sleeps. Midnight in the city, with all the secrets that she keeps. And the stars always shine, it's so damn pretty. Let's go out walking, midnight in the city. In the city, 'cause it's midnight in the city.
Okay. Oh, I've got somebody clapping, which is actually brilliant. Thank you very much. So that's kind of it for Lucky 7, Midnight in the City. That's going to be the last track in this little series. So I guess I'll see you on the other side. Well, it's late now and I'm getting tired. And it's interesting because I'm not that tired, but I'm tired enough to remember that when I wrote this song, I was tired. And it's a story song about a guy I once knew. And it was really about him loving a woman. And the only way he could really show he loved her was to leave her, because he was a bad guy and he thought he'd ruin her life. So this is a song called Can't Fight the Devil in Me. You know I'm sorry, 'cause I know the things I do just bring you down. But don't you worry, 'cause the bus I'm on is headed out of town. You know your friends were right, and I'm really not the one to give you all you really need. So to save your soul, I'll be moving on, 'cause I can't fight the devil in me. No, I can't fight the devil in me. And I've seen so many tears, I do believe I won't let a good soul ache and bleed. 'Cause I can't fight the devil in me. I know you're sleeping now. I left a car just sitting by the door. You're just too special. Can't believe I didn't think of this before.
and it breaks me up to hurt you once again. But you'll know it's for the best, you just see. We just made it to the highway, now I'm on my way, 'cause I can't fight the devil in me. Darling, sleep, and don't you weep, 'cause I love you just too much for me to stay. No, I can't fight the devil in me, and I've seen so many tears, I do believe I won't let a good soul lay and bleed, 'cause I can't. Oh baby, I can't. Lord knows I've tried, but baby, I can't fight the devil in me.
Well, it's really and truly midnight in the city. And as I explained, as a writer, this is that time of night that many writers, including myself, we get inspiration. There's something in the night. And of course, when we're writing songs about life and experience, that late night experience that we maybe lived before kind of is in our memory. This is a song I wrote in the early hours of the morning. It's a love song, and it seems appropriate just to be playing it here out in the street with London busy around me, cars and traffic, because it's a song I hope you feel the same about. It just gets better, just feels right. And if you were to ask me, baby, oh, how I feel tonight, all I can say is you give me good love, good love, good love, baby, sweet love. It's not just passion, it's not just the night. It's easy to find the words, easy to find the words to make the light shine on me when you give me good love, babe. Okay, well, it's coming to the end of my little trip tonight around London, because it is midnight in the city. And around me now I've got the mother of all parliaments, and I've got buses and taxis and people moving around. And like I said, London can be a dark place and it can be a light place. And so when I wrote the song Midnight in the City, the first version I wrote was a dark version. And it's called Midnight in the City, Dark.
Carol smokes a cigarette, the shift is nearly done. So now before she gets back home to a room without anyone, and it's midnight, and it's midnight, midnight in the city. Mally calls the time of death. Some kid stabbed through the heart. Emergency, it's a busy time. He watches a mother fall apart. And it's midnight, midnight, midnight in the city. Midnight in the city, 'cause the city never sleeps. Midnight in the city, all the secrets that she keeps. And the lights all shine, but it ain't pretty, 'cause it's midnight, midnight in the city. Jerry's in a doorway dark, he's sleeping back pulled tight. Tried his best, he really did. Now he's all out of fight, 'cause it's midnight, 'cause it's midnight, midnight in the city. There are hopes and there are dreams. There is love and all life means, and the stars shine. It ain't pretty, midnight in the city, midnight, oh midnight in the city, 'cause the city never sleeps. Oh midnight in the city, and all the secrets that she keeps. And the lights all shine, and it ain't pretty, 'cause it's midnight, midnight in the city. It's midnight,